There you go.
Yay. I'm recording YouTube videos. Buff Bunny, help me.
I have to leave the house because I make her nervous.
Dave, I cannot record with him near me. I just get like, I can't relax. Okay.
Okay.
So have fun. Bye. Bye. So everything with teeth? Max. Shh. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Max. Shh. Welcome back, guys. I'm going to be doing a Q&A session on my Instagram story the other day. I posted up Ask Me Anything. So I'm just gonna be answering a bunch of your questions that I selected. Max, hold on. Max, sit, stay. Okay, so let's just get started. I haven't done YouTube in a while, so if you're wondering why my page has been a little slow, I really wasn't making it my #1 priority, but I'm back and I really want to start doing weekly videos for you guys. I have so much to tell you, so much to say, so many questions to answer, and I will be doing weekly videos, so stay tuned. All right, first question, have you ever thought about bulking up? By the @Notorious. Awesome body, by the way. Well, thank you. I feel pretty bulky. I don't know, I guess it's all relative. I've been bulking up for the last 4 to 5 years. I've been training really hard, heavy weights, and I've actually gained a ton of weight. I was around about 121 for my stage weight at my first fitness show. So that's how the leanest I got, that's the tiniest I got. And now I'm hovering around 140. I've even been as high as 145 when I'm on my vacation recently. So I have bulked up. I have bulkier legs, bulkier booty, bulkier arms, and yeah. All right, next question. Tell us about your family. Do you have any contact with them? For those of you who do not know, I was raised in a strict religious cult, an infamous cult called the Westboro Baptist Church. My father is a prominent figure in this church, and he's pretty much kept me isolated and away from my entire immediate family. So I have not had any contact really with my mother, my 2 sisters, and my younger brother. They're all still in this church. It's to me, it's a cult, but I wrote a memoir about my time being raised there for 7 years and how I kind of escaped it. So if you're interested in checking it out, my book, Banished, Surviving My Years in the Westboro Baptist Church, is available on Amazon. No plug there, guys, don't worry. I don't even make any money off of it, but that is my story if you would like to know. Question 3, why was Dave gone from your Instagram stories? Well, Dave and I have spent a lot of time together with business and work. It was a 24/7 kind of situation for the past couple of years, and I think we just kind of needed a little break to refresh our relationship. I think it was healthy. So yeah, sometimes a little break can help be healthy and good for your relationship and your business. So that's what we did, and we're working on some things. Question 4, what is a ketogenic diet and why did you do it? I've tried a lot of diets over the years. I had a bunch of people asking me about this new keto fad, and I was like, you know what? I really just need to experience it for myself if I'm gonna help my clients and I'm gonna help people know what to go through. So I, any given time, will try out a new diet and see how I respond with it. Tried the keto, super high fats, moderate protein, and low carbs. No more than 30 grams of carbs a day. Actually did a couple YouTube videos on ketogenic diet, how it went. And overall, guys, I had a huge decrease in sugar cravings. I was no longer craving carbs and sugar, which was amazing. I lost lots of fat and water weight. Carbs hold on to water, so I lost a lot of water weight. And I was able to lean out without a ridiculous amount of cardio, which I actually really loved. It also preserved my muscle mass well too, because I didn't have to do cardio to lean out, so that was cool. But like, I did do research, and as far as I felt, I think it is a cycle on, cycle off kind of diet. I don't think you need to be on it forever. It's helpful to lean out, it's helpful to shred, but I would say no more than 3 months. So, you know, really, you don't want to limit yourself so much that you never have any healthy like fruits. So I like to do cycle on, cycle off. So no more than 3 months at a time. And it can be very effective and it can be very good. So next question, how do you keep yourself from cheating on your diet? Guys, I set mini goals and mini dates for myself. So like for instance, right now I'm getting ready for the Olympia. I had this goal that I want to just get nice and lean right before Olympia. Came back from my trip, was a little bit, you know, gained a bunch of pounds on my trip. I would say probably like at least 5 pounds, if not more. So I just got on it, and for over a month, I've been really just strict with my diet, making mini goals, and just following it. Can you sit, please? Max, lay down. Lay down. He's just shuffling all over the room. He's not used to YouTube videos. So yeah, guys, you guys just set mini goals and figure out what your weaknesses are. If you have sweet tooth, I use a lot of like, you know, 0-calorie sweeteners in my drinks and stuff like that to crush my sugar cravings. And yeah, can you twerk? This is highly debatable. I get mixed messages from people when I post dancing videos. I like to think I can twerk. I like to think I can dance. I love dancing, but that doesn't mean I'm amazing at it. So it's highly debatable. And the other issue is I'm extremely hyperactive. I have ADHD. And so that tends to get in the way of my rhythm sometimes, which kind of unfortunate, but I do love to dance and I do love to try. So sorry if you don't agree. Nursing job. I get asked this question a lot, guys. I've been a registered nurse for almost 10 years, and I have been actively practicing in the hospital for 8 of those years. I am currently living in California, state of California. I hold a registered nurse license in the state of Connecticut. So I'm not licensed to practice here right now, but I am getting my continuing education and I am working on it. I am still doing job shadowing different locations, trying to figure out where I would want to work per diem. But as of right now, I'm still helping all of my nursing clients get into shape, and that's been my focus, is working on my clients getting into shape, helping people that are working as a nurse and figuring out how to make that happen. Because the last 2 years of my nursing, when I was working full-time at the hospital, I was getting in shape. So it is possible to do while working long hours and long shifts. It is absolutely possible to get in the gym. It's absolutely possible to bring your meals to work and to get in shape. So that's been my focus, is to help clients be able to accomplish that. And in order to run all these businesses every single day can be quite challenging, with also holding a full-time position job. So I'll keep you guys posted, but I do miss my active practice. I do miss being bedside, and I will always be super proud of everyone that works in the medical field. But currently right now I am in between jobs and trying to figure out what would be the best fit for me as a per diem nursing position. And if you guys have ideas, let me know. I've worked, my whole career has been in cardiac nursing and step down. That's been my passion. I love to use critical thinking skills. I love to deal with heart patients. I've worked in every single type of nursing, I would say. In acute care, I did float nursing, was my last position. For 2 years in the hospital, I floated from surgical to oncology to stroke to ICU to step down, and I got a taste of a little bit of everything. I would say the 2 other main nursings that I haven't got a taste of is labor and delivery and pediatrics, which I would also be open to. But yeah, so that's the lowdown on my nursing right now. Do you want kids? Yes, eventually I do. I actually would prefer to have a boy first and then a girl. I hope that I don't get just boys, but I do want at least 1 boy, 1 girl. That's what I would prefer. How old were you when you got into fitness? This is a question I get asked a lot. I was 28 years old. I am 32 now. I'll be 33 in December. So I've actually really been hardcore fitness for only the last 4 or 5 years. It'll be 5 years in December or March. I was married for a year before I got into fitness, and I decided I need to get in the best shape of my life, and I just decided to sign up for a fitness show in Connecticut, and I got in amazing shape in like 9 weeks. Went from just like your kind of your average skinny fat body to like a ripped toned body in like 9 weeks. I got 9th out of 36 girls. I fell in love with the process, fell in love with the discipline, I fell in love with the results. I loved how I felt, my mood was elevated, and I was addicted to it completely. So I did the next 5 shows, I think. I did 6 shows in 12 months, and the 5th show I got my pro card. The 6th show I got 4th place in my first pro show. So I was addicted to the competing life. I was addicted to just eating healthy and working out in the gym. And of course, at the same time, I was growing my social medias. So I also was starting to become a fitness influencer online as well. So that kind of carried a whole nother level of work and creating content and things like that. But I was 28 when it happened. Before that, guys, I was in sports growing up all my childhood. And I ran track in high school, but in college in my early 20s, I didn't do anything for fitness. So I really just kind of ate whatever I wanted, did whatever I wanted. I'd run here and there. So fitness didn't become a huge part of my life and lifestyle till I was in my late 20s. So it can happen to you at any age. Recommendations on how to eat meals on night shift. I get asked this question a lot. Most of my nursing career was working nights. It's very challenging, I would say, on day shift or night shift to get your meals in, because especially with a 12-hour shift, you're running around, you're on your feet, and you're only really allotted a one meal break, 30-minute meal break. Some hospitals and some policies are you get another 15-minute or 2 15-minute breaks. I tend to always pack all 3 meals. So for a full 12-hour shift, I have 3 meals packed. They're a grab and go type of situation. Throw them in the fridge. As soon as I get a break, I eat my meal. It could take 10 minutes, just eat it, or I'll take another break at lunch and again at shift change. So it's usually like getting a report, I'm eating a meal, during lunch break I'm eating a meal, and then charting again at like 3 a.m. I'm taking my last meal. Obviously every single shift is different. It varies how busy you are or how much you're gonna be in your patient's rooms and stuff like that. So it did vary. If I had to double up a meal and eat 2 meals at once, I would. But at the end of the day, I always packed all 3 meals. I had them ready to go. And if I had to eat a meal before I went home after my shift, I would do that as well. So I'd always make sure to get them in and not miss meals on work. What are 5 things you cannot live without? I tried to think about this. I'm not sure if this is the question you're looking for, but exercise, reading peaceful things, getting myself centered with peaceful reading, good friends around me, vitamin D, and good music. I'm absolutely obsessed with good music. It elevates my mood. It makes me feel amazing. So these are my 5 favorite things, I think. Have you considered eating a vegan diet? I absolutely have. In fact, I did a vegetarian diet when I was 13, ironically at a very young age, but I had seen this documentary on how animals were mistreated and really treated inhumanely, and I was so sick to my stomach, I couldn't eat, look, or think about meat for 2 whole years. So from age 13 to 15, I know, very young, I completely cut out all meat, fish, chicken, and I was eating vegetables, but I was also eating lots of cheese and lots of pasta. So I did end up gaining a lot of weight, even at a young age, and I also was becoming anemic and malnourished because I wasn't balancing it correctly. I was only 13, so I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm sure that weighed into it, but I have read a lot of books about diets, like the blood type diet, and a lot of books that talk about vegan, vegetarian, people that actually feel better when they're eating meats. I personally feel better when I'm eating meats, and I have a really hard time filling up on vegetables, even on vegetarian, meat substitutes. I think that's Dave's motorcycle. I don't know if you can hear it. But yeah, I really just don't fill up on vegetables. I do eat a lot of vegetables, but I don't tend to fill up on them. So for me, it's been a struggle, especially if I want to gain muscle and stay lean, because vegetables and vegans have to eat a lot of carbs. I have, however, developed a lot of vegan meal plans for my clients that have been very successful, so I know it is doable, but I personally don't feel my best on it. The main diet that I always am doing is I never eat pork, and I barely ever eat shellfish. So I pretty much kind of follow the dietary code from the Bible. But I won't eat those type of foods because I think they are kind of gross, and they do kind of make you more sick and tend to not be super healthy for your body. So that would be the main things that I follow. But I would be okay challenging myself into trying a vegan diet and seeing how I do, kind of like what I did with the keto diet, going for a short time frame and see how I feel. But it is possible to live with a vegan diet and stay lean or build muscle. I have clients that have done it successfully. I guess just for my own personal well-being, I haven't felt the best on it. Okay, that was a little long answer. How do you keep things going 24/7 and being so energized, positive, and happy, and what do you do to stay motivated? Guys, I don't know. I feel just super blessed that I have these platforms, that I have your attention, that I have amazing followers that support my lifestyle, that support me through a lot of things that I've been through, even with my past. And I just feel like I need to use it in a way that helps people get fit, stay fit, feel happy, feel energized, have a good body, self-image. I've been through a lot of things in life, whether it was through my past with the church or things with my father, things with girls in school, things with girls even in nursing, where I feel like to some degree there's a little bit of bullying. where I think that women have struggle in our society to maintain a good body image. And if they do have a good body image, now they're also scrutinized and criticized for showing it off too much. Like, it's just this weird balance where you're scrutinized if you don't look good and you're scrutinized if you look too good. And I want women and men alike to feel a good self-esteem, a good body image. And I've found like fitness is a great way. It's healthy, you're active, you feel good, you can transform yourself, you can feel stronger, and it's a lot less scrutinized by people. I think it's more well accepted to be fit and to feel good because of that. So that would be my answer for that one. What's the best and worst things about being female? Good question. I actually think about this a lot now that I live in LA. As women, we obviously get all these different ways to make ourselves look and feel amazing. You know, we get to get hair extensions and dye our hair and get lash extensions and tan and makeup and nails, and like there's so many endless ways to make ourselves look and feel more feminine, more beautiful, more attractive. And that can be a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing, because at the end of the day, where do you draw the line? Where do you stop? You know, are we doing lip fillers now? Are we doing cheek fillers now? Are we doing, you know, whitening your teeth all the time? Like, when do you draw the line? When do you stop and feel like your natural is okay, or that you've done enough and you don't need to keep doing more? I think it's a very difficult line to draw sometimes, and I think I've even struggled with it a little bit. And I think I might even do like another YouTube video about just specifically about where do we draw the line in the sand for beauty, or where do we draw the line in the sand for what needs to be natural versus not. But I will say that that's the struggle that our women today in our society are facing, is we have all this pressure to look and feel amazing and perfect and beautiful, and then on the same end of the coin, we're being pressured for, oh, you're doing too much. So I would love to make that a debate. You guys go ahead and comment what you think below, and I'll take a look at what your comments and thoughts are, because I think I'm gonna do a follow-up YouTube video on that. And I think that's the rest of my questions. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I will be putting out videos every week now, and I'll be listening to your comments and questions so I can actually upload things that you're interested in hearing. And yeah, welcome back to my channel, guys, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks. Bye.